What's up? It's your boy 3-2 the Green Thumb, man. A lot of you all have dreams. You have visions, you have these big plans. But many of the times we are letting things that are happening in life that are meant to test us and bring out the best in us, we're letting those things stop us from actually achieving what we want to achieve. So what I'm here to tell you today is stop letting the excuses hinder you. Stop letting the excuses get in the way of what you set out, what God has put on your heart to go out and achieve, right? It's purpose driven, but you're not allowing yourself to be purpose driven. You're allowing yourself to be emotionally driven. You're allowing yourself to be life driven. And sometimes life is chaotic. Sometimes life is all over the place. So we have to put ourselves in a position, in the mental faculty, in the mental space, but we understand that no matter what life is throwing at us, we're going to get it done because this is what we're meant to do. This is what we're setting out to do. This is the mission. This is the goal, and we can't get off of the mission. We can't get off of the goal. No matter what happens, whether we're having twins, whether, you know what I'm saying, the job isn't treating us right, whether we've had deaths in the family, like, we persevered through everything, guys. We had to fight through everything to get where we are today. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get this securities license just not going through anything, guys. Like, I had to go through so much to obtain that license. You know, it wasn't just an easy feat. It was so many nights that I had to sacrifice sleep. That I stayed up till 3 o'clock in the morning. That I woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning and started studying. You know what I'm saying? There was times where I literally fell asleep, not in my bed, but on the couch, because I was up studying, guys. You know, it was times where I had to take some losses. You know, I had to really understand, like, hey, just in this season, in this moment, it wasn't meant for me. I was going through a tough time in November, and I needed, you know what I'm saying, the passing the 63 in November would have been great. I needed that break. But God didn't give it to me, and I didn't use it as an excuse of saying, hey, look, this isn't meant for me because I didn't pass the first time. Like, no. I said, you know what? All right. This is the first time I didn't pass on my first try. So maybe I need to go back and try something different. You know what I'm saying? I had to adjust my mind. I had to adjust the way I was thinking. I had to adjust, you know what I'm saying, how I approached it. So I didn't go in the second time lackadaisically. I didn't go in the second time, you know what I'm saying, thinking like, oh, I deserve this just because. I didn't go in the second time on my mind, well, with the mindset of, oh, I failed the first time, so I might fail the second time. No, I failed the first time, and I went back to the drawing board. I took several months. I failed in November, and I didn't take the test again until March, right? But it was because I said I wasn't going to take this test unprepared again, like I was in November. I wasn't going to have that feeling ever again of, dang, I was just 1 point away. Because, guys, I failed in November by 1 point. 1 point. You know how defeating that was for me? You know what I'm saying? But I had to change my mindset. I had to adjust my thinking and say, you know what? I will never fail like that again. Because I will make sure that I prepare. I will make sure that I'm more than prepared. I'll make sure I'm over prepared. You know what I'm saying? And when I go take this test again, I ain't even got to worry about whether or not I'm going to pass. It's whether or not I get a perfect score. And that was the mentality that I took into that second test, right? And when I got that pass, it wasn't necessarily that I didn't think I was gonna pass. That relief, that sigh, me crying in the car, like, that was because I didn't give up. That was because of everything that I endured. You know what I'm saying, to get to that point. So what I'm here to tell you guys today is very, very simple. When you erase the excuses, or better yet, because you can use excuses, but you just have to know how to use them. You have to stop using excuses in a negative manner. You know what I'm saying? Because I needed to pass that test is why I passed that test. That was my excuse. Because I didn't want to feel that way again, that's why I studied the way I studied. That was my excuse to study. That was my excuse to go hard. You know what I'm saying? Because I have twin daughters now, to add to the family that I have to protect, I need to make sure I have assets. I need to make sure that I'm on point. I need to make sure that I'm on par with what I set out to go and get. So that was my excuse. I didn't use the excuse of, oh, they're going to take more time, it's more responsibility. No, it's more responsibility, it's more time with me, and I got to be more effective. So what excuses are you using? What excuses are you letting into your life? Are you letting into your mind? Are you letting into your action? Are you letting into your vision? Because my excuses are making me go forward.
My excuses are making me get stuff done. My excuses are what got me my license. My excuses are what got me to this point. And my excuses are going to take me to the reality of realizing my full dream and vision for me and my family. It's your boy 32, man. I'm out.